Hello Year 4, I'm reading Chapter 4 today. School is okay. Miss Henry, who's usually quite nice to me anyway, is especially smiley and tells everyone it's my birthday. Freddie Staywood, who last week started a chant of loser, loser when I dropped my easy catch, until Mr. Springham yelled at everyone to stop it at once, even gives me his sponge pudding at lunch. Obviously, I check it for spit, hairs, bogies, but once it's received the chowdery all clear, I eat it. I knew exactly no one on my first day at St Eddie's, by the way. I had moved in with Steve and Carly during the summer holidays. Mum did that grown-up thing of making it all seem like a big adventure and kept telling me how much fun we'd have. But I wasn't sure, and I'm still not, to be honest. Don't know, mind, but I suspect that finances came into it. Dad left us not very much financially, Mum once told me. It's about the only thing I can think of her saying anything negative about him. Anyway, after lunch, I'm sitting by the coats in the small alcove where you can't really be seen if you pull your feet up. I discovered this spot on my second day at St Eddie's back in September when I didn't know anyone and there was no way I was going to sit on that buddy bench. Besides, I quite like it there amongst the coats and the musty smell of muddy wellies and gym clothes and shoes. I've taken a book from the school library about hamsters and I open it. That's when I hear Jolien's voice. I draw my feet up, but it's too late. Reading, hey? Jolien drawls, pointing at the book. His whole tone is caring, concerned, and so warm that it sends a shiver down my back. My hands give an involuntary tremble, which I hate because it looks like I'm scared. It makes the book in my hand shake. Jolien Dancy talks in his sort of fake, mixed up, posh and Geordie accent. He gets a new mountain bike every Christmas and his dad, who he hardly ever sees, does a late night weekend jazz show on Metro Radio, which is about as micro celebrity can get, but which I've heard Jolien boasting about more than once. What's worse is that Callie sort of hangs out with him, even though she's in the year above, and she's standing there with him now, chewing gum. It's not like she's his girlfriend or anything, but she's definitely in his circle, or would like to be. She's hitched up her skirt so high that you can't really see it under her school blouse, which is not tucked in. He's a complete pain and almost a class bully, except that's nothing that Jolien Dancy could ever get him into trouble for bullying because he's being nice. Not nice, but nasty nice. Reading, he repeats, pointlessly, and he crouches down so that his face is level with mine, getting really close, grinning insincerely like one of those crocodiles on nature documentaries. What we got here, matey? A book? Oh, I love hamsters. Don't you, Carly? Carly nods again. Can I see it? He puts out his hand and I find myself handing over the book. Jolien takes it and stands up and starts reading the cover. Hamster Fancying for Beginners by Dr. A. Borgstrom. He gives a little snort. You fancy hamsters, do you, Albert? Really fancy them? He smirks at Carly. It just means, looking after them. Right, I believe you. Can I borrow this? Can I? A wave of nausea starts at the bottom of my stomach as he starts to put the book in his blazer pocket, even though it's just a library book. Then Carly says, Leave it out, Joel, not today. Jolien pauses, confused. At that moment, Mr. Springham's voice booms from the corridor. Walk on the left. His heavy footsteps are getting closer. Jolien hands the book back to me and moves away, giving me another grin and a wink. A wink? honestly, and he probably thinks I'm a loser. That's the thing with St Eddie's. I don't really have any friends. To be honest, it's not St Eddie's, it's my life generally. It's not that I don't like people, or even that people dislike me. But even when people are being nice to me, they still just seem to sort of look through me. It's a good thing I like my own company, otherwise it could all make me quite sad. I'll give you an example. Hugs. I don't think I've ever been hugged or hugged by a friend. It's no big deal, really. I mean, I get hugs all the time at home from Mum and Grandpa Byron, and sometimes from Steve, which is less good, but still. But there are boys at school who are forever doing this kind of back-slapping hug thing, and it looks kind of fun. Anyway, like I say, school is okay. Hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Bye.